Alright, y'all. So look, today we finna react to Teacher Claps a psychotic and lonely student and regrets it. Now listen, the title sounds crazy, I know, but the only reason I picked this video is because I seen Jenna Ortega on the thumbnail. Now me and you both know Jenna Ortega can get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? If Jenna Ortega was in the room with me right now, she's getting cracked. And you will do the same too, so don't even front. But yeah, without further ado, like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Let's get right to the video, man. Let's go.
Hey everybody, welcome to Prada Recaps. Today I'll be recapping an American 2024 thriller comedy film called Miller's Girl. Before we begin, please consider clicking the like and subscribe buttons. These actions may seem insignificant. What would you have done if you were in this teacher's position? Would you fall for a beautiful student like Cairo?
Y'all see her, bro? Now listen. You can't sit here and tell me you not cracking Jenna Ortega, bro. Listen, I'm going there raw, bro. Listen, no plan B's, no none of that, bro. Listen, she can have my kid, bro. Not, you know what? Not even that, bro. She can sit on my face too.
The movie begins with our main protagonist, Cairo, introducing herself. She's just turned 18 and admits to being different from most people her age. Cairo describes herself as a wealthy girl with big dreams, but stuck in a small town. She lives in a large old house called Level Hill in the suburbs of Tennessee. She doesn't have much company because her parents, who are lawyers, are often traveling abroad. They stay away most of the year, leaving Cairo alone in the house. She has to walk through the forests to get to her high school, all by herself to deal with her loneliness. Cairo turns to literature and writing. She loves reading and writing, and literature is the only thing that gives her comfort. Cairo's only friend in school, Winnie Black, encourages her to enroll in a new creative writing course. Winnie suggests this because she knows Cairo has a passion for writing. When Cairo joins the class, she meets Jonathan Miller, the English teacher. At first glance, Mr. Miller appears to be an ordinary teacher, lacking any distinguishing features. However, Cairo's interest in the class stems primarily from the fact that Mr. Miller is a published author, a trait she shares with him. Miller, however, gave up writing after getting married and became a teacher. His wife, Beatrice, who seems to be emotionally abusive towards him, became a more successful author. She constantly mocks Miller for not having the ambition to write something new. One night, Miller reveals to his wife that a student had mentioned his book and his writing. Just then, Beatrice gets a call from her work. After the call, the couple drinks some whiskey and begins to get intimate with each other. But then Beatrice's job calls again, interrupting them. Cairo stresses to Winnie about her college admission essay. She has to write an essay for Yale University, with the subject being the greatest achievement to date. However, she cannot find anything.
Dang, the greatest achievement to date? What do y'all, y'all comment below. What do y'all think is the greatest achievement today?
Cairo is the top student in the school, getting good grades in every subject. She doesn't think it's a worthy accomplishment. Winnie then suggests Cairo to write about a teacher-student relationship. She mentions how Mr. Miller often focuses his attention, particularly on Cairo, during their English class. The next day in class, Winnie jokingly suggests Cairo seduce.
I'm sorry. Wait a minute.
The school's gym teacher, Boris Fillmore, who is Miller's best friend. She mentions how Mr. Miller often focuses his attention, particularly on Cairo, during their English class. The next day in
Right. Is this class like, for the ed? Because there's only two people in there. Like, I know, like, in the other clip, saying Jenna Ortega sounded like she had, like, people behind her, bro, but nobody there.
Mr. Miller and write about the experience in the college admission essay. Mr. Miller, as usual, pays special attention to Cairo and instructs her to meet him after class. In the next scene, Miller is working at his desk when Boris arrives. Miller invites him to join him and his wife for dinner. An excited Boris exits the room, dancing his way out. Miller mimics dinner. An excited Boris exits the room, dancing his way out. Miller
What the fuck?
Moves, just as Cairo unexpectedly appears in front of him. Cairo giggles and comments on his dance moves. Miller awkwardly regains his composure and talks to her about the latest assignment. Cairo confesses to drawing inspiration from his book and even recites a section from it, demonstrating a profound impact on her. This impresses Miller even more because he admits that his own work has never been praised like this before. He also recalls the lines Cairo wrote in a class assignment, showing that he's already a fan of his talented student. Miller then gives Cairo a writing assignment to create a short story in the style of her favorite author. As they talk, he learns about Cairo's lack of interest in everything related to Tennessee. He then suggests that she should go to a nearby poetry event with him where they can discuss the assignments. Cairo decides to attend the event almost right away. Later that evening, Miller, his wife Beatrice, and the gym teacher Boris hang out in a dine-in. Winnie, who happens to work there part-time, takes their orders. Beatrice then asks her husband whether Winnie is the student Miller was talking about last time. Miller replies that it's actually her friend named Cairo. It is evident that Beatrice is a little concerned about the whole situation. To cheer herself up, she begins to complain about her husband to Boris. She mentions that Miller hasn't made progress as a writer because for the past few years he's been working as a regular high school teacher and hasn't pursued his writing ambitions. Since she is a busy and popular writer, often occupied with her work, she feels that her husband lacks the determination to be a professional writer. The scene then shifts to the poetry event, to which Miller had asked Cairo to join him. The two start spending more time together outside of class, bonding.
First of all, what the fuck? Is that a cigarette? I wasn't even going to talk about that. Why are you smoking, bro? Bro, get you some weed, bro. Get you some za, bro. Something, bro. Like, bro, put that shit down. No. But why are you spending time with your student outside of class, bro? It's always the old white niggas, bro. I'm telling you, bro, you have a wife at home. Your wife look good as shit, bro. Tuh. I don't give a fuck if she tarnishes your work. Nigga, you getting good buns. That's good buns right there, bro. Like, what? Why are you trying, bro? I understand it's Jenna Ortega, but she just like, nigga, that's a young. She a youngin' fool. Come on, bro. That shit weird as fuck.
Their shared interests in novels, poems, and Tennessean culture. One day in class, Miller gets a text from his wife Beatrice, who suggests they spend the weekend going away to a beach. Miller agrees to her idea, but suggests they spend the weekend going away to a beach.
Listen, if my wife send me this message, bro, I'm dropping everything on the spot, bro, and I'm running to the house with my pants down, my brother. I'm not going to lie, bro. I'm not wasting no time. I'm jumping right in that motherfucker. You hear me? What Trey Songz say? I'm about to dive in.
Her idea, but before he can finish for the day, Cairo approaches him. She tells him that she has chosen to write the assignment to create a short story in the style of her favorite author, Henry Miller. Since Henry Miller has faced criticism and literature for his explicit language and expression, which some find offensive, Mr. Miller initially hesitates on her decision, but he trusts Cairo's writing style and eventually gives her the green light to proceed with her story. Cairo then learns that he is going away for the weekend with his wife, so she becomes quite upset. In an attempt to jeopardize the plan, she leaves her cell phone in Miller's bag before he leaves the school premises. When Miller arrives at his house, he sadly learns that their weekend getaway plan has been canceled because Beatrice cannot take leave from work. Suddenly, a phone starts to ring from inside his bag. It is Cairo who is calling from her home phone. She pretends to have mistakenly lost her cell phone and suggests that Miller should return it to her house. By this time, Miller is also frustrated due to his wife's busy schedule, causing a delay in their vacation. He then decides to drive over to his student's house. When he arrives at Cairo's...
Bro, buddy, you're weird, bruh. Just say, listen, I'm gonna have to return it to you next time I see you in school. Why are you driving to a student's house? You freaky old nigga, bro.
Grand mansion, it suddenly starts to rain. As he pulls up to the house in the pouring rain, Cairo, dressed in an elegant evening gown, walks out to meet him. She invites him to come closer. but Miller insists.
Yeah, I would have voted. I would have voted. Not gonna lie.
Evening gown, walks out to meet him. She invites him to come closer, but Miller insists she should come to him. Then they share a passionate kiss. In the next scene, we see Cairo alone in her house, writing and contemplating the magical moment they just had inspired. She writes an erotic short story about the sexual relationship between a teacher and his student as her midterm assignment. She then emails her assignment to Miller. In the meantime, Miller and his wife are currently engaged in their individual works. Beatrice asks Miller to give her some personal time as she cannot focus on her work. As a result, Miller goes over to his old work shed and prints out the assignment sent by Cairo. He begins to read the erotic short story, after which he cannot help but get aroused. He then eventually touches himself while reading the story. However,
Bro, you weird freaky old nigga. You telling me you whacking your bro? It's no way you're that, bro. Go watch some Violet Myers or Jade Jordan or Tiana Trump or Kazumi. You whacking your shit to your students' essay? What the fuck? It's weird, freaky old niggas, bro. Oh my gosh. It don't get no down, like, bro, you down bad tremendously. Like, you roll out on your knuckles, bro. Go watch, bro. No way.
Mr. Miller's attitude towards the entire matter changes the very next day. It seems that he is filled with certain guilt, having realized how wrong his actions were. Miller declares that the story is unacceptable and demands Cairo to change it. Cairo tells him that the story resonates with their relationship. Miller strictly denies her claims, telling her that they do not have such kind of relationship between them whatsoever. Cairo suddenly feels a pang in her stomach, making her realize that she is no longer important to him. Upset and hurt at the same time, she calls him out for his cowardice and hypocrisy. Miller then says that he was foolish for trusting she could write in his style, calling her a child. Cairo claims that he blurred the line of their relationship in real life, to which Miller says she is his student, and that's all. And if she misunderstood something, then that's her problem. In response, Cairo criticizes him, calling him a mediocre writer, and warns him that denying his role in their apparent relationship will have negative consequences. Cairo then leaves the...
All right. Let's put two and two together, right? Psychotic student gets mad at a teacher. You tell the teacher this is going to come with consequences. I don't know, but it sounds like to me somebody about to pull up with a rocket launcher with a switch on it.
She later drinks her sadness with Winnie and tells her about what happened earlier. Offended by Miller's rejection, Cairo shares her story with the school administrators the following day. She intends to expose a possible affair between a student and a teacher and make Miller face potential threats to his career. Consequently, Beatrice receives a call from the school administration.
You gonna sleep with your what is this movie? Who wrote the script? Who wrote this script? Cause why is you I gotta give me a minute. I gotta process all of this. So the teacher husband is with his best friend, which is the gym teacher. What? Yeah. Listen, bro, you know what they say, bro. Once you go black, you can't go back.
Situation. She then questions if there was anything going on between Miller and the student. Miller assures her insistently that there is nothing romantic or inappropriate between them. In the next scene, both Cairo and Miller are summoned to the vice principal's office. The vice principal interviews them both separately regarding their relationship. Despite Miller claiming that nothing inappropriate occurred between them, He takes full responsibility as the adult, leading to his suspension. This also creates a strain on his friendship with Boris, who blames him for not understanding his limits as a teacher. Boris states that he knows where the line is and avoids crossing it in his own interactions with Winnie, who is overly expressing her feelings towards him. That night, Miller tells his wife about his suspension from the school. Beatrice is now more suspicious about the relationship. When she first heard about a student showing interest in her husband, she had taken it lightly, even trying to use it to add excitement to their own relationship. However, her attitude changes when she asks Miller whether he likes Cairo, to which Miller remains mum now. She believes her husband had also reciprocated Cairo's feelings. This angers Beatrice, causing her to express pent-up anger and highlight the toxic nature of their marriage. The couple gets into a heated argument, both criticizing each other for their lack of commitment to the marriage. Eventually, Beatrice decides to file for a divorce. In the meantime, Winnie realizes the impact of Cairo's actions on Miller, so she asks her friend to withdraw the charges against him, but Cairo refuses to do so. Instead, she sees Miller's downfall as her greatest achievement to date and wants to mention the experience in her admission essay. Cairo eventually uses her experiences to write the Yale application essay, highlighting how she challenged societal norms related to age and sexuality. She reflects on the profound lessons she learned about the seriousness of mature relationships. In the end, Miller loses his job and the people closest to him. But despite hitting rock bottom, he unexpectedly discovers the inspiration for the first time in years.
All right. Apparently that was the end of the video. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. Y'all be safe out here, bro, because it's a lot of weird, freaky old niggas walking this earth, and they must be stopped. I'm not gonna lie.